And we're live. Assalamu alaikum. Hello and good day. This is Mainu going live again in another episode of Road to Goals. As you probably have been following me, I've been conducting discussion with various digital entrepreneurs from our community, to know their journey, where they are, why they joined this business, and what have they achieved so far from this business. If this is the first time you're encountering me, please let me give some brief information about myself. I'm a biologist by profession. I was born and raised in Bangladesh, where I'm currently located. But I also lived and studied and worked in Germany and Australia as well. I'm a permanent resident of Australia also. I'm a husband, and I'm currently a digital business owner and mentor, and I help people learn how to leverage the social media. So the new year has started, so I wish that all of my followers and my co-host, Sister Tehmina, Sister Brother Amin from Sydney, and our guest today, Sister Noor. I hope that all of their goals will be fulfilled in this year, whatever the new year resolution that they have made, that would be fulfilled, inshallah. Without talking much further, I would now like to hand over the mic to my co-host, Brother Amin. And please, Brother Amin, take over.
Assalamu alaikum all. Wishing you a very healthy and safe 2022. Although most of us don't celebrate the January 1st calendar, but it's a good indication, to have new goals for a calendar year and see how you perform against your own kind of goals. So it's in that way it provides us a sense of direction. So today it's really global in the sense that Brother Mainul is joining us from Bangladesh, Sister Tehmina is from Toronto, Canada, and Sister Noor is from all the way from Texas, USA, and I'm from Sydney. To 4 different time zones actually, and we are in one platform. So Alhamdulillah, thanks to this global platform, we are all coming together to share some information about our global online digital business. So my name is Amin Dole, originally from Sri Lanka, migrated to Australia 10 years ago with my family, my wife Zenia as well. Zenia and I do the business together. We are 2 accountants by profession, and we run this online business on the side, as we could call it a side hustle. So thank you for all who joined us. So I would like to invite Sister Tehmina to give a brief introduction, and then we move on to Sister Noor as well.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much. I'm so it's the first day of the calendar year. Very nicely put, Brother Amin. Because it's funny because being Muslims, we generally don't follow. We follow the Islamic calendar more. But working in this world and living in this world, there is where you normally have the January to December calendar that we need to follow as well. So just to acknowledge that. So hope everybody has an amazing year. And my journey itself, being in this place where I'm in Toronto, I'm actually not from here. Most of you can tell, I'm sure. I'm actually from India, from Mumbai, and I've been in Canada almost 20 years. So I feel very honored that Brother Mainul has kind of arranged this so that we actually are from different time zones and we get to kind of connect and interview different guests every week. I've been a digital business owner for almost 16, 17 months now. And prior to that, I was actually in banking. I'd been in banking for almost 9 years, working for one of the top 5 banks in Canada. I live here along with my husband and my 2 boys. They're in their 20s, mashallah. So they're all settled, alhamdulillah. They've got their jobs and hopefully they should be leaving home very soon. That is the long-term plan for us. But I do have older parents also, alhamdulillah, that live with us. And one of my main whys was to be there for them. Along with other reasons, but that was one of my biggest motivating factors. So when this business came across my path a year and a half ago, it was a no-brainer for me to get on board. And it's been an amazing journey so far. And through this journey, I've met some beautiful human beings, lovely people that have become my friends and family. And one of them is Noor, actually. She's one of my mentees that came across this business, by my business through an ad that I had posted on YouTube. So I'd like Noor to kind of introduce herself. Welcome, Noor. And, if you can just let us, know a little bit about yourself and your why as well.
Thank you, Tehmina, and thank you, Brother Manuel and Brother Amin for inviting me. It's really an honor to be on your page and to be with everyone, to be connected with everyone around the globe. Happy New Year to everyone. Me and Tehmina are still on the first day of the page of 2022, but I know you're already on the second day of January. So hope you had a wonderful first day of your first of the year 2022. Uh, so as you know, my name is Noor, and I'm a mother. I have two teenage boys. Both of them, one of them is in the college, and one is still in the just going to finish the high school, inshallah. And by profession, I'm a dermatologist. I I'm originally from India, Bombay, but I am born and brought up in the Middle East in Kuwait. I lived all my life there, and I had been practicing dermatology for almost 18 years in Kuwait before I landed to Houston in 2018. So, just like most of the immigrant doctors, I also had to face my ups and downs. And I was mentally prepared that when I am going to start a new life here, will have to face lots of challenges, especially regarding my profession. Yes, my I do have like what you call the blood of entrepreneurship running in my family. My father was always a businessman. My husband is always into business, doing some business along with the jobs when he was in the Middle East. But for me, it was a completely new platform to join. I have always been in the 9 to 5 job, but when I came here, I was looking for certain opportunities. And I never ever had thought that I'll get into an online business. My first option was to start something brick and mortar into my business, into my profession. But at the same time, everyone knows that COVID hit us very badly. And it was then when I really started looking for some online opportunities. Well, I also had looked into certain online opportunities like Amazon, especially because my sister is doing Amazon for a couple of years now, my sister and my brother-in-law. So through them, like I had learned a couple of things about drop shipping and about Amazon stores and how to, sell the products on the Amazon. But when I saw that it requires a lot of like time, effort, inventories, buying the products from different countries, or being in that what you say, it's a kind of competition, right? Like sometimes you have one product which may sell well, and then after some time there may be a saturation. So I was not comfortable doing it, so finally I decided to look for some other options. Yeah, that was when I came one day through Temina's ad, and that ad really attracted me, though I didn't have any idea what this online business was. But it made it easy for me to take a decision because of my direct communication with Tahmina. We talked, what you call, connected with each other.
Yeah.
And by God's grace, it so happened that we are from the same native kind of linguistic uh, place and a linguistic language, and we also happen to be neighbors from Bombay. So
Yeah.
it was like I felt that it was like a connection that God had opened up for me, to get into
Mm-hmm.
this business. Yeah. So my
Yeah.
why was basically for myself. I was looking to be again financially up on my own feet.
Mm-hmm.
Since I have always been working and I have always been independent, I
Mm-hmm.
was looking to do something again. So that was
Mm-hmm.
basically my why.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
so glad you saw my ad, and I'm so glad you clicked on it and connected, because
Yes.
imagine she lives in Texas, has lived all her life in Kuwait, and we
Yeah.
didn't know each other from before, So we actually met because of just the advertising and stuff like that. So, Brother Manuel, if you'd like to go ahead and ask her anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's focus on that question. I think Sister Noor has obviously answered part of her, why and why she chose this particular platform. So maybe I could also add there that why this particular platform in comparison to the other types of platform. And I would also like to hear from you, Sister Termina and Brother Amin. So for me, I think that this platform especially stands out just because of the way it has been constructed. I mean, usually, and especially there are different kinds of traffic when we get into your business pages. Some people who are not at all aware of what's going on, and there are some people who are a bit aware of what's going on in the online space and what kind of business models exist. So usually two types of business model exist. That is, one is the digital service based, and another is the drop shipping or e-commerce based. And this particular platform, it combines both and it solves the problems of both of those. It's sort of a done for you service, where in the digital service based, people really need to be very tech savvy to know how to build a website and email automation, all that. And another issue is they will probably have 20-30 bosses to work with. It's not, when you have clients, it's actually even though it's online space, but it's like their own bosses. You have to deal with 20 bosses. With the Amazon FBA or drop shipping model, the Sister Noor already mentioned that you have to source product, store and ship it and get the return and so on and so forth, label it and all that. So in our particular model, it's all done for you. You don't need to do it, and it's already there. So maybe if Brother Amin, you would like to add in that, and then proceed from there on, please.
Yeah, thanks, brother. I think I picked up a few words in Sister Noor's description of why and when she explained. Some of the words that I heard was immigrants, right? So all four of us are from an immigrant background. Our global community has over 100,000 people, and a vast majority of that 100,000 people are immigrants. If you look at from India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, there's a healthy lot of Filipinos, and then there is people from the African countries who migrated for various reasons, regardless. So, as immigrants, when we first migrate with our kids, like we often end up doing jobs that we are not even we've never wanted to do, right? I mean, we are qualified in some other field, but we end up doing different jobs because that's how we want to start life. And most of us start doing multiple jobs, multiple shift, and then the very reason we migrated with our family, that is giving a good life for our children, we end up spending more time working, and then spending little time with our family. And at the end of the day, that's how life goes. But one of the reasons why we wanted to do something online on the side is that we want to reduce the number of hours that we spend on working so that we can spend more time with our children. And also, being migrants, we have responsibilities where we come from, to look after our siblings and our family, our parents, and support them financially as well. So all that is not possible to be done when you do a job, when you spend 9 hours, 8 hours, and additional 2 or 3 hours on the commute. So one of the best things that we thought was starting something on the side, so that for us it's basically a supplementary income venture, income earning business, while we still do our main 9 to 5 jobs as well. Inshallah, eventually we want to move full time into that business as well. And Sis Noor mentioned a few things about Amazon, right? And you mentioned about inventory and buying and selling, and doing all that stuff. Some of the best things about our global business platform is, apart from Brother Minal mentioning that, the websites is already done, built for us. We don't have to do that. We get to know about, social media marketing and advertising. Everything's is there. There is a good coaching and mentoring structure. And we get all the support from our community, from our coaches and mentors. And some of the things, key things that I've kind of which pulled me into this business is basically, I don't have to do cold calling. I don't have to pick up a phone and follow up, call people and try to sell something. I don't have to have parties at my place to give away samples to convince people to buy stuff from me. I'm not buying and selling anything. I don't have to have my garage, inventory full I don't hold any inventory. I don't do any buying and selling. I don't do all those kind of things in this business. Of course, I in along the way I make great friends for life. I've met you guys, which I wouldn't have met if I did something else. Because in a platform like Amazon, I don't even know who's buying stuff from me. They order online and they get the stuff. They get delivered. If they get delivered something bad, they will send me a return or something like that. But this business is on a more personal level. I mean, we are working and supporting each other towards our personal growth as well as our achieving our business goals as well. So it's a more personal business. It's not like a Zoom meeting or a professional meeting that we conduct, but still we work with each other, we support each other, and it is basically like a mini family away from our own families. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm in touch with my business partners and global friends more than I'm in touch with my own siblings and family back home in Sri Lanka as well, because that's how the impact. Everyone's talking positive about this business. There's always something to look forward to in this business. So that's my why. I mean, it's not one why. There's number of whys why I chose this business, and then I'm so happy, Alhamdulillah. I'm so glad I came across this business. I recently bumped into my coach and mentor, whose um, advertisement I saw on Facebook, and then I just got into, and we were doing some shopping, and I just bumped into her. She lives in Sydney as well. I mean, it was a surprise, but always good to meet people in real as well. So I mean, it's amazing. Alhamdulillah, no complaints. We've been supporting a lot of people as coaches and mentors. And that's the beauty of this business. It's a global platform, and anyone can start. You just have to have that, will to change your life. If you don't make a decision to change your life, nothing's gonna change. It's gonna be the same. So I mean, I would love to see more people joining us. I mean, all of us started by simply watching a webinar, registering ourselves to watch a webinar that costs nothing. It just costs you 90 minutes of your valuable time. I mean, what is 90 minutes? We spend watching TV serials and, Netflix hours and hours, they don't, I mean, for entertainment purpose, but we can surely, inshallah, spare 90 minutes and see what about it. At first, you wouldn't understand, but you can always watch it and talk to us and get more information, and then, see if that's something that you could, join and you can start. I mean, there's over 100,000 people. We are the fastest growing global business, and our network is amazing. Our platform is amazing, and then we are like a mini global family, and that's what brings all four of us together. Yeah. So, Sister Temina, to you.
Wise words, Brother Amin, very true. It's very funny, but I thought I was one of the only people who felt that way, but it is true. I talk to my online, business family and friends that I've made through this online platform more than I do with my own family now. It's just the way things are. And I guess it's like-minded people. That's the beauty of the business. We have like-minded people. Very rarely do you come across something like in your own family, you have people with different egos, different mindsets, different way of thinking. But this is such an amazing platform and online family that we found where everybody is very much like-minded, and I guess that's what one of the reasons why we are so cohesive. Fortunately for me, I have met a lot of my team. I've met them in the last couple of months since things loosened up, so it has been amazing. Noor is one of the people I need to meet in person. I still haven't had a chance to meet, but I am planning to do that in 2022. So we've talked a lot about all the different comparisons about the online business and things like that, and all that our business has to offer. But I want to kind of touch on the fact that most of the people that do this business are lay people, laypersons who have absolutely no idea about the online space, like Noor yourself too. You were a doctor, a dermatologist, and you got onto this online space. And it does take some time to transition into that. Now, we talk about our training and things like that, but I want to get your perspective on how you have found this journey to transition into this online space and the kind of support and training that our program has offered you. How have you found it personally?
Absolutely, Temina, when you said that most of us are laymen, yeah, it very much defines that word because I don't think any one of us, maybe there may be a few people who may be using that digital platform and who might have joined this business, but many of us are away from that. Some of us are professionals, and some of us, many of the ladies especially, they are moms, housewives, who have joined it just to create a kind of either extra income, or maybe they don't want to go out and work and spend time with their small kids or bigger kids, whatever it may be. For me, as I told you, for me, when I came here, I was looking to do something again to be financially independent, to create a stream of income because as immigrants, we have lots of expenses in this country. And as the kids start going to the colleges, we have really a huge amount of tuitions to be paid for them. And I think it becomes really a burden on one single husband, trying to manage the whole thing. So I was kind of ready to get out of that box of my professionalism and do something, explore something. At the end of the day, I said, no, I have to be doing something to create an income to the family. It doesn't matter, So when you know your why and when you are ready to learn something or chase your dreams, I think it becomes much easier. The Our outline of our business is definitely very simple to follow. The best thing about it is because we have the mentors and the coaches. For
Mhm.
example, like, had you had not been there for me, I would have been lost for sure. Even though there was a step by step training, but I knew that you are going to be there for me whenever I needed you, you know. In the beginning, I know it was a slow process for me. It was a step of learning for me, and I was ready for that. I know any business takes time. It's not something that I am going to generate an income in the first few months or first few weeks. So definitely I was ready for it. I was open to give my time and space to learn everything, to explore everything, and then to achieve and chase my dreams. So that was my goal. Now I think Tehmina herself knows what I was in the beginning and what I have progressed towards through this journey. So, inshallah, I am hoping that 2022 will definitely bring a bigger change for me in my business. Yeah. So it has been definitely a learning process. It has been, there are many things I can see which are it's not just the business. Okay, I became the owner of the business. I have a huge community whom I met, different people I met, different friends that we communicate, we talk to every day, we reach out to every day. And a completely different business that I am learning, the digital business, for which I never thought that I would have done it, had it not been for the ready things that were laid out in this online platform, on this business. Yeah.
Yeah,
So there are a lot
absolutely.
of, yeah, alhamdulillah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and Brother Manuel, what would you like to add?
Yes, thanks, Sister Noor, for giving thorough insights on our mentoring program. So I'd just like to add that we do, apart from all these business aspects, we do have personal developmental
Yeah.
programs as well. So as soon as somebody joins, I mean, obviously we all four are professionals. We have been in different parts of the world, working in different professions. There has been probably some personal aspect there, but to be honest, being here, something that I learned is that you develop a gratitude mentality, okay? Because in the corporate world, it's all about competition, fierce competition of it, and all those office politics and all that. But here, it's a collaboration, it's harmony, it's very diverse people coming from different parts of the world, working together for the common goals, and then developing a gratitude mentality. And as I said, people are being developed as leaders here. I mean, obviously, I have interviewed before people who didn't even have a Facebook account before joining the business, who didn't know how to copy and paste. And these people are now leaders, and they're doing fantastic just because the way the training is being laid out. Basically, it's step by step, and people can watch it in their own time. And another thing, as Sister Noor is say, that working in the digital space, this is something new, obviously. But the issue is that the world is being ruled by the social media nowadays. Politics, religion, sports, entertainment, everything is there. So and this is still, I believe, is futuristic. This is only going to get bigger because social media is just going to be bigger and bigger. So this is not something that is going to perish. And this is if in your retirements in 10 years down the line, or when your children take over, or when our next generation take over, this is something that is going to continue from one generation to the other. And that's what the skill, that is the skill that we teach. And it is not rocket science. It is basically a very easy to learn skill. Just the thing is that if you are willing to take action, then anything has a start, and you get to your goals on a certain day. I think Sister Brother Amin, if you now like to add some final words, and then I'll close the show. I will also hear something from Sister Temina, Sister Noor, and then I'll close the show. Please proceed, Brother Amin.
Yeah, thanks, brother. I'll make it quick. I think a lot of people ask me, why you guys keep asking us to come and watch the webinar. One thing, it's free, right? And one of the things that we do in that webinar is basically we provide a brief overview of what business options are there on the internet world. And the second one is that as a global community and global business platform, how we help others, how we help people who are willing to start their online business within our global platform, how we can build their business, how we can train them, how we can teach them social media, advertising, and marketing and things like that. I mean, and if people try to do it all by themselves, they'll have to spend an enormous amount of time, effort, and money to do that. I mean, what we do is it's already there. The platform is already successfully running. We just basically help people get plugged in and take them through the journey. And the third one that we do in that free weekly webinars, or the what we call the free webinars, is that we give the opportunity for some of our existing business owners to come and share their life journey, how they started, and what stage they are in, and how this business has impacted or changed their life for the better. And the fourth one is, after doing that, we give people the option, decide for yourself. I mean, jump into the other people's shoe and see if that is a perfect fit for what you want to achieve in your life. If that's the case, and start talking to any of us. I mean, all four of us got into the business by way of contacting someone who was a mentee. I mean, in this case, Sister has her mentor in the conversations, but all rest of us, our mentors are different. Our coaches are different. So we spoke to people, convinced ourselves, and we got more information, and we jumped in. That's how we start. That's the best way to start. And if people have any doubts, and if people are sitting on the fence, the best way is to start talking to us. We are real. We are just like everybody else. We are people from different walks of life. We want a better life for ourselves and our family, and we are in a real and legitimate global business. We appear in front of everyone live, using our own name. Most of our business websites reflect our names as well. We are backing it because we are 100% legal, and we are real people. So it's a matter people talking to us and taking that first step, and inshallah we'll be there to guide them through that process. But that's all I want to tell. And while inviting all those people who are following us, it doesn't matter who you select to work with. Please get in touch with us and get that information. We'll be happy to guide and help you start that online digital business journey.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what I'd just like to add is that it's very rarely that you get come across something that has got so many different facets to it. Sitting at home and coming across an ad that has the possibility to change the direction of your life. Because in my case, that's what's happened. Like I was able to become a job quitter thanks to this business. I've quit my job since January of 2021, so it's been a year now, and I've been able to take control of my time and do things that are important to me. But what I like about this also, I just want to touch on a couple of things, is a lot of times people hesitate because they feel it involves selling. And a lot of people don't want that kind of a thing where it's, you're selling to people that or you're selling a product, or, what do I have to do? Do I have to recruit people? And that's the best part about this is we've taken all that out of it. This whole business model is such a beautifully done thing where when we have any kind of an ad that we are promoting through any kind of social media platform, because we have access to training on 6 different platforms that you can decide, it's your business. So you can choose which one you want to promote your business on. That finds the right people for you. So we don't have to go after people. We are not selling things. We're not chasing people, but it's the other way around, where on a day-to-day basis, I get messages from people who've either seen my ad or seen me on, like I had one of my cousins, some contact from UK got in touch with me yesterday saying, oh, I saw your business name on, this lady's personal profile, and can you tell me more about the business? That is the beauty of what we have. It is something so powerful where a lot of people are reaching out to us versus us going after them. So I don't want to take too much of that time, and I just want to encourage people, check it out. It may be for you, it may not be for you, but you'll only know when you take that next step and watch the webinar and register on one of our websites. So if you can just wrap it up as well, Noor, and just just share maybe a couple of things that you love about the business or anything else that you'd like to add.
Yeah, just that everyone who is really wanting to do something, uh, take the first step, join the webinar, watch the webinar. It doesn't take really anything, just you can either watch it live or you can watch it at your own convenience. You break it out and see whenever you're free. And if you think that you want it attracts you, there's a very minimal fee, and that fee is refundable. So, and that is, it gives you almost a month's time to decide. Absolutely. So I think that is 30 days is a good enough time for anyone to understand what they need it, whether they really want to get into it, whether it is meant for them or they don't want to. And if they decide that they want to do it, I think that small fee gives them a complete layout or a complete ready platform for the business, which is for lifetime. They don't have to pay it again and again. Everything is done. Your funnel is ready. Your automated emails are ready. Your training is there. We have like weekly masterminds, and these masterminds like kind of gives you they it's like every week is something new that is explained about the digital world and how this business is going to help and what you need to do to improve your business. So it's worth checking. No one is going to lose anything really by taking the first step into the business. Yeah.
Thank you, sister, brother Amin, sister Tamina, and sister Nur. I'm just going to put the link there. So yeah, I'll just wrap it up now. So as you have heard from my distinguished host and our guest today. So, for everything, if you want change in life, you have to take action. And if you don't take action, you remain exactly where you are. And if you just keep on dreaming, but without just taking action, then nothing will change. So hopefully the new year, if you are like, you have heard our stories, and we are all immigrants. So as you, I have been immigrants, now I'm back to my country. But what I mean, so we understand those stories, the common stories, the common struggles, the way people struggle in when they're abroad, away from home, in a zone that is not comfortable for them, trying to build a life for themselves and for their future, for their kids. Then this is a business that has resonated with all of us. Okay, we are from different countries, but the issue is we have something common, that is we want something better for ourselves and for our next generation. Through this business, now I'm able to actually stay close to my pregnant wife. My parents have passed away. This is another thing. So in this house, usually in our part of the world, people would live with parents and siblings and all that. My siblings are in different parts of the world. Actually, one lives in Bangladesh, but he lives in another part, and I've got to abroad as well. My parents have passed away. So here we are, me and my wife actually just living here. And due to this business, I'm able to be close to her. And while, because this is an exciting time and yet challenging, there is no one to take care of her. If I'll be going out, and then I'll be maybe very tensed. What is going on? So what I mean, probably that's one of the thing that people why they join. So in this business, you can leave a legacy. That's another great part of the business, because we'll all pass away, but in due course, your children can take it over. The company that you collaborate with has been in business for 47 years. To be honest, I have had some actually knowledge about online space and all that. I was working as a freelancer as well, even before joining the business. I haven't encountered something like this. And also as a work environment, if I just talk about a work environment, I haven't encountered anything like this, living in 3 different countries, working in different particular platforms. Just the work environment and the business model, as I said, it doesn't exist anything in the online space. So the digital service based, e-commerce based, or drop shipping, whatever you name it. You probably purchase something for 3 months, and then it expires, and then you have to purchase again and again, and so on and so forth. So now the final call, that is to know what it is and why we took action, being different professionals. Please register for our free webinar. There are 4 different links. You can choose any of those. We hold these live webinars twice a week. That is 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is 12 p.m. AST Wednesdays and Fridays. And we understand that obviously you might be busy. You may not be able to join the live one, but that's why we record the live ones, and you can watch the replay of the recent live one in your free time. So please take action. And if you have then any questions after watching the webinar, you can watch more episodes. Do your due diligence like us we did, and we took action. We contacted the person through which we joined the business. You could contact them possibly by email or by other socials as well. And then, we'll be more than happy to help you become a digital entrepreneur, where you would be the owner of your own digital business agency. You're not going to work for anyone else. You'd be a proud digital entrepreneur, CEO, president, or founder, whatever you call it, of your own digital agency, like we do. We have, you see these websites, these are all with our names. It's not something else, okay? So these are our own brands. That's what we're offering to you. That's it from my side, and thank you very much, Brother Amin, Sister Termina, and Sister Noor. All right, viewers, thank you very much. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.